All right, hello everyone. So today we are going to be continuing our lesson in geometry. So in order to get to the tools we'll need today, you're going to go to my teacher webpage, and then you're going to want to go all the way over to the last bar and select the more, or drag your mouse over more and down to, oh, just kidding. It's the second to the last one. You'll do information resources. In the past, we've used iExcel, Edpuzzle, and Kahoot. Today, we're going to be doing the geometry website. So first, I want to show you this digital geoboard. So just like a normal geoboard, you've got virtual rubber bands where you can select where to bring the shape, the points to create different shapes. So there's an example. And you can also just choose and drag. And this one might be for triangles only. Just kidding, you just have to do one side and then the other. So you kind of just have to play with it and create different shapes. I want you each to create 5 shapes on here. I mean, just any shape you want. It doesn't have to have any specific things. You just have to be aware and know that you can name what it is by the end of it. So I want you to create 5 shapes on here. You can use whatever colors, however big you want the geoboard. If you want a bigger shape, let's see here. Those ones aren't allowed. This is just a calculator if you need it. It's just a little tool on there. And yeah, so we're just going to be messing with the geoboard part. And we're going to stick with the squares just because we're not quite ready to get into these circles yet. So we're going to stick with the squares. The bigger one or the smaller one, up to you. And then after that, we're going to go back to my teacher webpage. And you just want to take note of the shapes you made because you'll have to recreate them in this next thing. So just write them down on a piece of paper or take a picture of your screen just to remember what shapes you had. So this is going to be GeoGebra. Basically, it's geometry and algebra in one. Just a nice math app, website, resource we can use. So basically, I had something saved here earlier. So basically, it's like the same thing, except it's in a grid form. So what you're going to want to do is recreate those shapes on your grid. And then you can connect them with the segments. Sort of similar, but you just make sure you want to create those same shapes we had. And a big part of this, whoopsie, that we want to focus on, then the shape, but it just doesn't want to click off. Anyways, we want to look at the points. This is going to be called your, oh shoot. You want to look at your coordinates. So looking at the y-axis, for example, this point C would be on the y-axis 4, and then by negative 5.5. So how we do that is, yep, it's here on the y-axis, or on, yeah, the y-axis, and if we go down to the x-axis, we come down to about right between negative 4 and negative 5. So we're going to say negative 5.5. So we just want to get used to figuring out what those coordinates are. That's kind of the idea of bringing this part into it. So I just want you to recreate all the shapes that we made on the Geoboard on here and just take note of the coordinates. And then we will continue with the lesson tomorrow. So have fun and let me know if you have any questions.